Alright, welcome back to the Messenger. Thanks for the wingsuit. You bet. Don't forget to try it out by pressing and holding space while airborne. Why was it free and not the other upgrades? Because it was mandatory to your progression. You can't save the world if you're stuck in a pit. Will there be more freebies in the future? There's only one way to find out now, isn't there? What do you mean? I mean, you should carry on with your quest while letting your heart know for sure that this here cursed world and its inhabitants have a lot of surprises left in store for you. You have any stories to share? Of course. Here's one for you. There once was a king who had a pretty rough time managing his emotions. Experiencing nothing but extremes, he would always feel either too excited or too depressed, which caused him to never get anything done. Just as he was about to lose all hope of getting his life together and be a viable ruler for his people, he was visited by a traveling relic hunter. To rid the king of his woes, the relic hunter gave him a magic ring, promising it would make him sad when he is happy and happy when he is sad. It worked like a literal charm, and the kingdom became very prosperous as a result. When the king passed away, the castle's wizard promptly grabbed the ring to finally try and understand the source of its power. As it turned out, the ring wasn't magic at all, but how could a non-magic ring make you sad when you are happy and happy when you're sad? Any guess? Not really. It had a small inscription that read, "This too shall pass." Whoa, that's deep. It's more than deep, I just gave you the cure for anxiety through a fairy tale. Thanks, shopkeeper. Hey now, don't push it. I don't know if that's the cure to anxiety, but... Oh, hey. Okay, I guess. Oh, to attack downwards. I got it. Yeah, that's pretty useful, actually. That's very useful. In fact, there's some areas where it's... So here's the wingsuit. The Squirrel Clan. I love that. So like I was talking about in the last episode, I was like, oh, I'm like expecting that I have the ability to glide. Yeah, I saw that stalactite coming at me. This guy over here looks like he has something good, just health. Oh boy, so today is still July 19th, and, you know, I'm sorry that last episode was such a short episode, but I really had to go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? And, gosh, this is such a good song. This is one of the best platformers I've ever played, and I only paid like $8 for it on Steam, so yeah, incredible stuff. And this has a top-notch soundtrack. I've been compiling this big playlist just of video game music. It's at about 150 videos now. And the point of it is... What's down here? I knew it. We can have a little nifty little water attack now. That's what that was right there. I will not go for the health because I want to yeet my way through this level. And I guess yeet is a verb. I don't know. Sometimes... I am a Gen Z, but sometimes I have a hard time understanding the phrases of my own generation, because I don't consider myself like a real typical, like, oh yeah, I know all the memes, I know all the slang. You know, I'd much rather be an old-fashioned kind of, you know, a dinosaur like C.S. Lewis says, and read my C.S. Lewis and be a dinosaur and be old-fashioned. So... And I am somewhat of an old-fashioned video game nerd, like, oh, you like platformers? Oh, okay. I like how, by the way, in this song, there's a little sample of people going, hey! So what was I talking about? I was talking about my playlist. Yeah, there's something special about video game music, especially for a total nerd like me. I think video game music is part of my life in a very specific way. Just kind of like video games are part of my life in a very specific way. Video games that mean a lot to me, of course. Like, certain Zeldas and Marios. And some of my other favorite games, which are indie games. I don't know, they're just kind of, they tend to be part of my life at very critical moments. So I feel like listening to the soundtrack from games that I played a ton in my childhood, like Endless Ocean, Blue World, for example, just has this way of bringing me back to this kind of time and place where I was at when I played it. And since I keep, you know, I keep playing it, the memories keep shifting around, but it's just, well, Endless Ocean in particular, I mean, a lot of that soundtrack is just naturally very therapeutic. So some of that stuff, like relaxing Zelda music and stuff from Endless Ocean, is very therapeutic and helps me relax, but a lot of it I like because it helps get me, I guess, kind of pumped up, you could say. Is there anything new when we visit the shopkeeper? We can get another... Yeah, no. We got another upgrade, though. That's pretty nifty. You hear how the song glides up and down in pitch? And it's a lot like what you're doing. You're gliding down these things and avoiding spikes. Big diagonals. Okay, let's not get careless. Let's not get carried away. Oh! Haha, damage boost. That's what I like to call a good old damage boost. It has like very Mega Man inspired level design. I don't know. I never played the Ninja Gaiden games, so I can't say, I never even watched them, so I can't say if this game has any particular resemblance to the game design of Ninja Gaiden, but what the hey, it's a cool game. And it does a lot to, you know, kind of like Shovel Knight did, you know, a few years, only like 5 years before this game, to make it a very worthwhile retro platformer experience while kind of easing some of the brutal difficulty that NES games were famous for, and I love that. So yeah, I was talking about my playlist. I mean, some of the songs in there just get me pumped up. Like, I've told you guys I've been obsessed with, like, Super Mario World ROM hacks for a while now. And some of them have terrific music, like Invictus and Grand Poo World 2. And, yeah. I hope you're up for a challenge. Why? Because something big is up next. What? Well, let's just say you're about to fight someone who understands that the best defense is a good defense. Who? I wish I could tell you. Anyway, your 3 questions are up. Since when is there a 3 questions rule? Hey, that's 4 now. You're a shopkeeper, not a leprechaun. Get a hold of yourself. Crazy. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool custom music written for Super Mario World ROM hacks. Oh my goodness, it's a golem. Oh, I like that. The walls on either side coming down gradually. So every boss in this game so far has had a totally original theme. Like the Detritus monster and Ruxton and this guy have all had totally different music. And I love how this is a very self-aware play on the tradition. There's kind of like this stock formula for Nintendo bosses. There's the ye old head and hands boss. There's... oh gosh, what are some of the more famous ones? Well, Andross from Star Fox. But I think there's one from Kirby Superstar. Oh, we might have our first boss that we actually die to and have some trouble with. Alright, let's be very careful from now on. There's like a boss like that at the end of Donkey Kong Country Returns. There's some kind of Golem in Kirby Superstar, I want to say. Kirby Superstar has always been, to me, like, the most overrated Kirby game. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, except it is here, because this is Helium Lemon, and I talk about whatever I darn well want to talk about. Oh my gosh, have I been making too many videos for Helium Lemon recently? I just kind of, I want to, you know? It's my Corona project, and I don't know if maybe I should... I don't know. I don't know if video games are sucking away my motivation, but... I mean, that's why I institute for myself, like, little breaks from video games when I need little breaks from video games. And little breaks from Xenoblade Chronicles when I need them. This guy is hard to avoid. Is noticeably hard to avoid. Come on, Ringo. Bounce. Okay. Time for... Yeah, he has a little timer in his core thing. His core and his chest. Oh, what? I was just too close to that projectile. Yeah. Quarble. Always complaining. Always quarbling. Look at me. I'm a big scary golem. A fist covered with precious gems. Man, this bass line. So yeah, I was talking about my playlist. Yeah, a lot of my favorite video game music of late, it's kind of hard to describe because it doesn't even come from any one particular video game. It's like custom Super Mario World tracks created for, like, just people to use in Mario World ROM hacks. And stuff from, like, vanilla level design contest, original songs by Red and Green, such as Coral Labyrinth and Funky Forest are some of my favorites. Any others? I don't know, Red and Green just has a lot of good stuff in general, like Cursed Cathedral, and I think it's called Fatal Chase or Climactic Chase or something. And then another one of my favorite pieces of music in that playlist is a song called Foregone Destruction from Unreal Tournament, which is some, like, first-person shooter from, like, 1999 that I would definitely never have heard of, especially because, like, I don't know first-person shooters. I don't care about them, to be honest. But this song is just incredible. It has this, like, absolutely magical atmosphere, and, like, I know that it's, like, plays in this part of the game where you're in this kind of, like, temple complex that's way above the earth, and it's, like, the coolest thing to me. I'm a big fan of anime music, which has, like, one song where it takes place, the animation takes place on, like, a temple way up in space, and maybe I just have a tendency to like that kind of thing. Of course I do, I definitely do. Ugh, that was dumb. Okay, so... Are we about... Oh, gosh darn it. Living outside of time, I tend to lose track. Have we met before from your perspective? Yes. I don't know. From my perspective, yes, we have met before. Corvo gets, like, really scared at the beginning of each boss fight. It's kind of cute. It's funny that in this case, like, he waits for the actual... He waits all the way through the actual boss intro, and then he's like, oh no, it's a boss. It's like, you've been staring at it for 5 minutes. Some of the bosses in this game are very scary, though. Like... Oh, gosh. Like the Demon King. There's this one area of the game that's just called the Corrupted Future, but we're not gonna see that for a few dozen episodes, so I might as well not even bother mentioning it. But that thing, whatever it is scary. Let me tell you something. Anyway. So let me tell you. I'm in the habit of watching Whose Line Is It Anyway again these days. Yeah, I got really into that show, like, when was that? That was a couple years ago. It feels like a lot of important things happened at the beginning of my sophomore year in college or something. I don't know. I felt like a lot of important things happened in the beginning of my sophomore year in high school, so, you know. More power to you if you're a sophomore, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Hey, you're not a freshman anymore. You know. It gets harder, but it also gets easier. Like, you know, another year in the books kind of thing. Anyway, Whose Line Is It Anyway is pretty great. You know, Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, Wayne Brady. And then other people are okay, you know, like Greg Proops, Brad Sherwood. Drew Carey is an entertaining host, but he's clearly not as talented as improv comedy as any of the performers there. But a lot of people's favorite is Colin Mockery because he's so incredibly unpredictable. How do you dodge it when he's in the center like that? Okay. Ugh. I should just stop talking for a second and just focus on this boss because this video is getting long and I don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Too bad that the boss themes aren't remixes of the level themes, you know, like in Shovel Knight. But I don't know. Shovel Knight does that really well, and you can't necessarily copy Shovel Knight for everything, you know, as game-changing of a game that was. I think it was pretty game-changing, then again, what do I know? I'm not a game developer. I just think it's straight up a good game, and good games don't necessarily have to be super innovative, you know, crazy, you know, never done before kind of thing. Okay, come on, second phase already. Okay, I think this is the second phase, and I'm low on health, so I like to cheat a little bit here, and... Oh. What's the button? Is it shift? Yeah. This is tense. This is tense. Tense. Come on, stop missing him. Yeah. How you like that? Stupid Orbface, get out of here. Whew, that was tense. That was good. I feel proud of myself for flexing my gameplay muscles. Like, thanks for destroying my golem? Well, you attack first. What are you talking about? I've been digging through these caverns for centuries, and you just randomly engaged. No way. Way. No way. You know what? Fair enough. I see how you could have thought I was a threat. I guess my survival instincts kicked in a little too fast. I understand. It's all good. Look, I'm sorry I destroyed your golem, okay? Don't worry about it. I mean it. I'm sorry. It's alright. Honest mistake. So how do I get out of here? I'll adjust the wind for you. Good luck on your quest. Sorry about that. Can leave using the wind tunnel. Again, I don't mind our misunderstanding. That's classic. I don't know. This game does so many great funny things to play with your expectations. Aww, he's so sad that we destroyed his golem. Oh my gosh. So, that's all for this time. That is all for this time. And on the next episode of The Messenger, I'll see you in the Quillshroom March. Take care, have a good night. Or good day, whenever it is you're watching this. I don't care.